What's up? It's Heavy D. We're here at the JGRMX headquarters. We're here to check out who the new rider is. So let's go up in here, check it out, see what's going on.
For Speed and CBS Sports. We have a very exciting announcement for you here today, and we'll begin our program by bringing some special guests up onto the stage who will give us some remarks.
We appreciate that. Thank you. And I wanted to say a big welcome to everybody here. We appreciate all of you coming out today. Coy and I were coaching, and we're with the Redskins, and he was there the second go around. And he's kind of late taking a look at coaching and what all that looked like. And after 3 years, he kind of said to me, he said, "Hey, Dad," said, "I think I'd like to go back and do something else in racing." So I figured, hey, he's probably going to go back. It's going to be something to do with NASCAR. And he said to me, he goes, "No," he said, "actually what I would like to do is I'd like to start a motocross team." And I think all of us in the family, Pat's here today, JD, all of us kind of went, "What?" We'll start another venture. I think we're going to be a serious contender. That's our dream. That was Coy's dream, and all of us from the Gibbs standpoint and everybody here really supporting Coy in this effort. So I'll let Coy take over and do the rest of our talking here and introductions.
Hey, thanks for everybody coming out today. It's obviously an exciting day for us. Usually it's my dad or my brother standing up here, and they've got some big news, something exciting they've done, or someone they're signing. But today, it's our turn. I tell you what, we're excited about having James come and join the team. It's that James chose us, and that's really what makes the difference. That man can go anywhere he wants and ride a bike, but he chose to come to JGRMX Racing. So hopefully we'll be there to support him in his whole two-wheel venture, and someday, you never know, you may jump over here, have to deal with my brother, and do a little four-wheel racing. All right?
And everybody go with the knee. Well, James, welcome. Took a while to get this decision made, I know. What finally convinced you that Joe Gibbs Racing Motocross was where you needed to be?
Well, I think, as you can see, I got my dad in the back holding up his hands. It was him, but honestly, when I came up to the shop, I want to say it was 3 months ago. It seems like a while. I saw what those guys was doing here, and from the Cup side of things, and honestly, I seen them racing, at the races and stuff, and just seeing the facility and what they did to their motorcycle, because obviously we both been riding Yamahas for the last few years, and I came up here, this is the first time I'm looking at their bike, and it's like, is this the same motorcycle? Is that the same one I'm racing? And it was cool because, with Jeremy, I worked with Jeremy, a while back, and then coming up here talking with Coy and talking with Coach, I just knew it was a great fit, and I think it took a while because there's a lot of things that we wanted to do and make sure we was going to make the right decisions and go down the right path, and I thought it was a great decision for us, and it was I think it's going to be pretty special.
It definitely did take a while. I was ready day one. Big James, you were always on our side, so I gave it up for him.
Obviously, we have the stock car sitting over here with your name on it, your number on it. Nice looking Yamaha colors over here. A lot of folks wondering what will be the transition from the motorcycle to the stock car.
Well, I think number one is, I came over here to race for the motocross team and to bring a championship to Joe Gibbs Racing, and Coy and Jeremy and David, everybody's been awesome with me, and I think for me, I look at the future, and obviously I think the future is car racing for sure, but I also think I got a lot of things that I want to do in racing first, and I think coming here, my first decision was to come here and win a championship for these guys. I felt like that's what I was brought here and stuff like that, and I think for sure the car racing, I definitely going to get my feet wet in that, and actually got a going to go do a little bit in actually a couple weeks to go drive around. But for sure, I think the main focus next year is to win the 2012 championship for Joe Gibbs Racing.
Coy, the good news is you got James Stewart. Bad news is you no longer have any excuses. Championships are now expected. How much pressure is that?
You know, our thing is we know he wins championships, so it's our turn as a team to step up and support him and help that happen. I'm excited about it. I think any form of pressure on that side, that's easy. Getting him signed and going through all that pressure, that is not easy. That's a difficult deal, but now we're here and I think we're ready to step up and show everybody, hey, we've got a really first-class team that can help him win championships.
One more, James, before I turn it over to the media out here. Coach Gibbs is extremely well known for being a very good recruiter and has some very unique ways of getting that task done. When he wants somebody, he has a lot of ways of letting you know he wants you to be a part of his team.
Yeah.
Every driver here has a story of how he recruited them. What's the best one you have for us?
I think I got a bunch of them. I think one called me anytime after 11 p.m. You know, that's one. He would call me every night, and if I missed the phone call, he would call me back and say he's going to call me back. and we would talk, and we would just talk, and he's like, "Hey, James, I want you. I want you." And it was good, and it was. He flew. I remember one night he called me, and he said, "Hey, what you doing tomorrow?" And I was like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna go ride." And he said, "All right, I'll be down there in the morning." So he shows up. He shows up at the house, and I'm out there practicing, and my dad was out there, and you know, he's sitting there, and he's walking around the house, and he's like, "Hey, James, you know, I want you, right? I really want you." He flies back up to North Carolina, calls you that night, he said, "Hey, I had a great time, you know, I want you. I really want you." And it was, the best part, and this is the part I love about Coach, is that, number one, he's a great guy, and he's an honest guy, but he will never call you from the same number twice. And I don't, like, he calls you from cell phones all the time, but they're not his cell phones. So if you call somebody back, you might get one up in Virginia or something like that. And I think the best part, I've never seen somebody never call you off his own number, and then second, he won't even email you. He'll have it from behalf of Joe Gibbs, and then have somebody else write it for you. So it was just comedy, and you know, I think right there, I knew right there, this is a program I needed to be a part, because I'm gonna get a lot of laughs in this whole thing.